Hello, welcome to the stream for the final race of Tier 2 this season, for Season 9, and the final season on this game. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to have a chat up, so if any of you want to chat about any drivers or anything like that, I will be here. Right, we are here and we are ready to go. As you can see, a few laps have already been put on the board. Mr. Green Beast, a debut race, last race for him, did a pretty good job. Let's see if he can do anything this race. Why is Vortex not racing? Pretty sure he did it. He said he could, yeah, he couldn't do it on race check-in, so just couldn't make it today, unfortunately. And so we've got a few reserves in for this one race, some full-times could not get in. But as I talk more about that, let's have a watch on Mr. Green Beast. He's going to come through the final corner. What time is he going to be able to set? It's the slowest of the pack so far. We've been having a few technical issues today with drivers connecting and everything, so hopefully we won't be affected too much by that. Come the end of, we'll come to the actual race itself. Right, give me a few seconds, I just need to quickly do the announcement on Twitter. But the times of flooding is sonorous. What a shock. Must have had a bit of a mistake on the lap right down there, really. Hasn't really set a representative lap. Blade is coming round. Looks to have, I don't know whether he's on a lap. He's not an out lap, so this could be a lap. Is he? No, he's still going. What time is Blade going to be able to set? So 1:17, he must have made a mistake on that lap. But welcome to the stream. We have got both championships decided for Tier 2 with Side, who's actually having some connection problems today, our champ. And then we have McLaren as our constructors champions. But the main important one that all the drivers will be focusing on as Mosmigan goes up to second, the thing that all of the drivers will be focusing on is the overall constructors. It's really feisty at the moment. We've got Red Bull, who are just in front, but are only 6.5 points ahead. So that's going to become really interesting come the end of the race. What kind of points we are looking at for the rest of them. But let me just check that all drivers are in. Yep. Clicks the wrong setup. Oh, that's unfortunate, Sonoris. No wonder why is that far down at 13th. Alfie K validated his first lap. Let's see if he can improve. It's the second lap. Let's get some not telemetry, track lap data on your screen. And yeah, we'll see what's coming lap time he will set. Luckily that Red Bull got out of the way pretty smoothly. We'll watch your board. This lovely wing shot showing off the ground on this very undulating circuit. As he comes through sector 2 now, right down the hill. And go down and come in, right back up, getting a little bit of a slipstream off the AlphaTauri in front. Of course, Alfie's former team. But we'll see what lap time will he set as the AlphaTauri responsibly moves out of the way. Alfie does good enough for P15. I don't really know why the camera's now stuck like this, but the camera is. It's up to 15th ahead of the Red Bull of Cody, and also Mr. Green Beast and Blaze. A championship leader, not championship leader, championship winner. What lap time will our driver who's going up to Tier 1 next season, what last statement will he be able to leave on the Tier 2 grid? DRS open, down the long straight. And he's invalidated. That is unfortunate for him. So he's going to take a little bit of a slow lap. He may come in and get some new tyres on. Sonorius gets a 5 plays a grid penalty for a collision with Blaze. I didn't catch that on stream. Fortunately, we can't really overturn anything like that, so that's going to really put a spanner in the works. The TP of Haas. Who is on a lap? We have, I think, Chazza Plays coming through sector 3. This will be the part where all of the drivers will be really focusing on getting their laps in. Chazza Plays. Days in 6th, even Arjun in 4th has gone quicker. And actually in the pits, Arjun has come out for an outlap. Teo is stepping in. Sonorius retires from the session. Probably a smart thing, to be honest, as he'll be started further back anyway. But we'll watch a ball with Teo, one of the owners here, along with myself as a co-owner of Par. And I see Teo is a very quick driver. We'll see what kind of a lap time Teo will be able to set as we look on to watch his lap. I think let's have a little lap watch along in broadcast mode, as we like to do it. But currently, Stealth Rex is quickest. Let's see if Teo can beat or match that as he comes down straight now into this tight chicane. Very easy to spin there, and coming out using the curb, lovely, and using that apex, coming out onto the start finish straight as times are coming in. Start finish straight, as a lovely exit, and that is a purple sector 1 for Teo. Coming up, braking at the 100 meter board, and coming around another part we could get very squirrely and come out using the curb beautifully, and coming through to come up the hill again using the curb, taking a bit of a wide line, coming in to cut into the apex, and coming round and accelerating out. And that's the purple sector 2, so purples 1 and 2. What kind of lap time can Teo show us as he comes through to cross the line? And that'll be good enough for currently pole position. But he isn't, Stealth Rex isn't that far off.
I didn't see whether it was a bit down his lap time. We're going to have a focus on that. Side also. Side's down in 14th. So he must have not done too much of a great lap. Stealth Rex, I think he's got a purple set to 2. That impeding of the, I think that's an Alpine, which then spun on the grass. That may have hurt the lap time just a little bit. With a purple set to 2, what lap time can Stealth Rex set? He goes quicker than Teo by around a 10th. Well, 900ths, but around a 10th. It's a good showing. We've got 3 minutes left in the session. Still enough time to get some new tyres on and to get out onto track. Dubsy is out and is going to start a lap. So let's have a watch along with him. Of course, this track is around a 107. Zinks tyres. We've got around a 107 roughly. Will be around the margins of the kind of pole time will be around a 107.7, or you could even go to 107.6s. Teo is disqualified from the session for parking in a dangerous position. I don't know how that will help. Oh yeah, he's disqualified. So he's right at the back. Teo is right at the back. Late drama coming out. So if Mosmegan can try to challenge Stealth Rex, then Stealth Rex has the pole position. As few people are retiring as you push the limits as you come into the final few minutes. Dubsy's come into the pits, obviously not a good lap. Cody has invalidated. Alfie K coming onto his final lap. But let's have a watch on, let's go to Mosmegan. A driver who can really challenge Stealth Rex here. Coming through the final bit. Cutting the pit entry line. And he doesn't improve. I think that was just maybe a double warm-up lap for him, but let's have a watch. He's got time to just about get in another lap if this one messes up. But he's coming through, getting a little bit of a slipstream off Cody, who looks to be lagging about a bit as the yellow flags are now waved. That is a ghosted car of the Williams, who's now gone off track. Yeah, that's Blaze Rapid off there. But Mosmegan right up the back of Cody. Hopefully Cody, who is lagging about a bit, does not hold up or hinder the time that Mosmegan will be able to set. Just being pushed very wide there. That's very dangerous driving, kind of illegal blocking in this session. But yeah, looking on the onboard, look how much Cody is jittering about. Really unpredictable for Mosmegan. But let's see, can Mosmegan get any quicker? I don't think so. So Arjun has retired, and Mosmega's just going to slow down and wait till the checker flag is raised. Doesn't feel like going on another lap. Nice, a crash on the start-finish straight. Mosmegan gets a 5-place grid penalty for Simon Deff. A collision with Simon Deff, so Simon Deff must have been the one there that just what was I saying? Simon must have been the one that went into the back of Mosmegan. Amber saying that Teo couldn't move despite holding down RT. Okay. So that's very unfortunate for Teo. Park Ferme is on, I think. Right.
chicken flag is waving. And basically all the drivers are coming into the pits now. So we have your order on screen. Stealth Rex will be your pole position. Mosmegan in second in the Alpine, starting on the front row. And Akjoar in the Ferrari in P3. Arja P4. Chaza plays P5 in the Aston Martin. Doubted String in P6. A debut race for that driver. Hopefully we will see good things come from him. Sabadef in P7, who perhaps could have improved if he didn't go into the back of Mosmegan. So, again, there is your thing. Mosmegan gets a 5th place for Simon going to the back, so he actually won't start to the front row. I forgot about that. So Mosmegan will be starting a bit further back, but what a qualifying. Side 9th, Zinks in 10th, Throne Globe 8th, Penny in 12th, just behind Blaze Rapid, then Mr. Greenbeast in 13, then we got Amber P14, El Glasses P15, Sonoris who gets 5th place in P16, so he'll be at the back, Alpha K, Cody, and Teo. So we're getting into the race. I have heard from some radio from the teams that there will be some rain coming in the race. So that is highly unfortunate. But as I said, McLaren are trailing Red Bull. Of course, Red Bull without Prodigy today, and also Vortex. They're two main drivers for Tier 2 and not racing today. So that is very unfortunate. And that means that McLaren have all the chance in the world of stealing that overall Constructors' Championship. But we're getting ready to start for the formation lap around this track. Luckily no one disconnected. Right. The formation lap is on, and I'm going to create a little poll. The poll will be, who is winning? Out of the top guys. And then the poll will be live, so it's quite a cool thing for you guys watching to get sorted. Teo has been disqualified again. Not a very good showing in Tier 2. Cody also disqualified, as well as El Glasses. Looks to be that there'll be a lot for the stewards to go through. Oh, there's a service error, so I can't actually do a poll. That's unfortunate. Right. The drivers will be lining up on the grid now. Someone, I think that was a Mercedes, has spun. Yeah. Looks to be, Arjun. Just trying to get the car straight. Let's have a bit of a spin. But we'll have a focus on, on this start. Is Stealth Rex going to be able to stay in front of and at Joie. As the 5 red lights come on for the finale in Brazil for Tier 2 Season 9. Lights are out and we are underway. Looks to be a very good start from Stealth Rex, but Annette Joie's got that inside line, got that advantage. Very good start from Chazza as well. But Stealth Rex maintains the lead, and now Annette Joie's going to have a little bit of pressure from Chazza plays behind as they take the slipstream down into the long straight. Further back, we've had a bit of mix-up. Throne Globe going down a little bit. Side Effects has had a very good start, up to P6. Sonoris up to P10 as Penny looks to be falling down the order a bit. And there's a collision. Mosmegan and Mr. Green Beast are out. And that will be a safety car. These drivers cannot do one lap without a safety car. Alpha K received a 5-second penalty for collision with El Glasses. So the safety car is out after that collision. I kind of saw a little bit of it, but I didn't see the whole picture. Cody apparently is going to get a straight line. I'm trying to kind of have a look at everything at the moment. But as it stands at the moment, McLaren will be winning the overall constructors. Unless, I think the only scenario where McLaren won't win is if the Red Bulls are right up with them. Teo's had a very good start up to P11. Avoiding the chaos. Alpha K's come in for a very early pit stop. Best to get that 5-second penalty off and get some hard tyres on. He's going to catch right back up to the back. Do an aggressive 2-stop strategy. Or hoping for a later safety car that may come in this race. Your predicted pit stop strategy is shown on screen. Another person that's made a few good positions is Josh, TG or Amber in the Williams. Very good drive up to P9. Let's have a look actually. Let's have a look at the driver moves. Sonoris up 9 positions. Very good drive from him. Teo up 7. But also we've got a few people who've lost out a lot. Like Zinx down 6 positions. Alpha K down 2. And of course we have that collision. Mosmegan did so well in quali, just really unfortunate to be involved in that collision. I'm sure a penalty will be going that way. Of course, a reminder that penalties that are given in this race will be carried over into next season, where we'll be on the new game. That's right, we will be on F1 23, and we will have 3 tiers, ladies and gentlemen, so even more action that you can watch with Par. Sonoris has left. Better give him a quick invite back. Let me run you through as I'm talking about that, and as my... I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, I was on the wrong screen. Funny. Right. The safety car is still out. Let me run you through the current Tier 2 Championship. We've got Side Effects on champion. Chassa plays on a 131.5. Just behind. Quite a far bit actually. Safety car's in this lap. Sonorius in P3. Ollie Flynn. He didn't have that unlucky last race, and of course he's not racing this race. But he's done a very good job. That is a spin from Teo. I don't know if there was any contact involved, but he'll be right down the back. As the lights go green, very good start from Corey. The flag's now wave green. Apologies for that. What I meant by the first waves green was that he has pulled the trigger, but he's already made a gap of 7/10. Let me remove the position changes off your screen. Side FX, our champion, is going side by side with Simon Death. Coming down the straight, Simon Death has got that move done. Very lovely driving from him. Doubted String still in P5, so very good showing from the rookie in this race. Dubsy and Zinks fighting a little bit further back as well, trading positions a little bit, but currently it's not going Red Bull's way, unfortunately for that. I'm trying to multitask and invite people and commentate. It's not the best thing. We'll try to resolve this kind of stuff going into the new season. But Stealthrex sets the fastest lap of this race. Let's have a look at the tyres that people are on. Few people on hards, quite a lot on mediums. Chazza Plays opting to go more aggressive as he's got past that Joao. Alpha K is the only one who's stopped so far. And Annette Joao is the only person who's got a penalty, as Blaze overtakes Sonorius and Arjun gets past Anakas. Anakas spun. Coming in sector 2, Annette Joao having a great race so far, and it's just all unfolded. Exactly what I said in quali. There are some corners on this track where your car is very prone to spinning. But we still got a long race to go, 31 laps, as Stealth Rex leads the way, the current leader from the rest. But we've got a threat of rain. As we recall, Arjun has come into the pits. I don't know whether that's for a set of intermediates. So maybe it's already becoming a bit damp. I can't really tell much. You can just definitely see little spits of rain coming down. This fastest lap point is going to become crucial for the teams. You need to get the fastest lap in now with the rain and the threat of rain. At the moment, Arjun has pit and has gone early with his pit stop. You could definitely see now the little spits of rain coming as Adore Penny has spun. The reserve currently reserving for my team, Aston Martin, falling back down to P14. But Stealth Rex currently leading away. Is he going to come into the pits this lap? As the rain is falling, it may not, yeah. The opposite is not really strong enough for Inters at the moment. Arjun could be struggling out there. At the moment, Simon Jeff gets past Doubted String as Amber gets a 5-second penalty for spinning in the pits. We've got yellow in set 3. That's a spin from, I think that is like an AlphaTauri back there. As a few more drivers are coming into the pits. So it's definitely more thinking about wet weather tyres. On your screen you can see the current drivers who have wet tyres on. Some drivers pitting and not going on any wet tyres, unless of course this hasn't updated. I think Penny has come in but hasn't actually pit onto wets, as in Inters. No, he hasn't. That may have been a dumb move. But if these guys who have pit early and manage to keep their tyres, or if they manage to
just stay on the road really. Like Arjan's lost out a lot of time for pitting one lap earlier. This may also be a mistake for the other guys, as it looks to be the leaders are going on for another lap here. When will they pull the trigger? Alpha K gets another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But we are watching on board with Corey coming through at the moment. Alfie K has come in for the wet weather tyres, as has Penny, I assume, as the safety car is out. Safety car is out. I don't know what would have caused that. That's very helpful for Stealth and Chazza. Get a cheap pit stop in. Get onto the inters. Alfie K retires. That is on that straight coming out of the pit lane. So that must have just been not adapting well to those intermediates and just losing it coming out of there. As you can see, Penny go past now. That means all the drivers will once again be bunched back up as Corey or Stealth Rex comes in, and basically everyone comes in. Throne Globe going out for another lap, still not on inters. But a good pit stop here could be crucial. There's a double stack at McLaren. A little bit of hold up for Side FX, who will fall down a little bit. Not much really that Corey could do. The Red Bulls are still going. The Red Bulls yet to stop. Throne Globe is disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. How the hell does that happen? Throne Globe is disqualified. That doesn't make much sense to me. I've never seen that before. But, I don't really know what's going on. Blaze gets a 10-second penalty for corner cutting and Blaze is out. So we've got 15 drivers here. There's just a lot of chaos going up and down the field. To be honest. Let's see if I can get another commentator in, shall I? I don't, yeah, we'll get a driver's perspective. Coming in. I don't know why or what's going on. We're gonna have a few drivers come in. If it'll let me invite people. I don't know whether this account lets me to actually let people will let the party audio actually work. I don't know, but we are going to see party audio. Can you see the tick box?
Right, hello.
Cool. We've got Alfie here. I'm also going to try and get Moz in. First question is really, how did you crash?
Oh, the safety car brake tested me.
Ah, that's lovely.
And also,
There seems
with
to be a few
Sonorius King,
glitches.
he is on a Monaco setup as well.
Yeah, I saw he was on the wrong setup, he said. That's fun. So let's try and get Moz Megan in. I'll try and invite to party. We'll get a no, not invite to game. Ugh, I don't really know what I'm doing apparently. Hello. You've joined us. The safety car comes in. That's lovely. Make sure, guys, that your box is ticked and stuff. Yes. Cool. Safety car's coming in. Teo is going to be leading the restart. Let's see how late he'll leave it. He's gone. Still on the slicks as the people behind have the intermediate tyres. The top two yet to pit both Red Bulls. Trying to kind of stay and adapt to the weather. I don't know what the weather forecast was like, guys. Is the weather meant to get worse?
I think it was raining the whole race.
Ah, okay. Saying that...
Gerard hits for mediums.
Yeah. Gerard's pit, and Teo
happened to
has... Yeah, Cody just hit the back of Teo, causing him to spin, and he's right down the back again.
He's missing his input now too.
Yeah. So that's very unfortunate. Cody's still up there in P2, still on the slicks, and Anat Jawar's also come in for the slicks, so I don't know what that will be to do with. Maybe the conditions are okay to be on slicks at the moment. Cody seems to be doing alright and not going round a lot. Oh, massive collision. What's happened there?
That's another safety car.
I was spectating
Battles.
Sonorous and I look behind and I just see this battle and Dubsy in a wall.
Yeah, it looks like it was between Penny and Arjun and Zinx, and Dubsy's the one that's kind of lost out a bit. Very unfortunate.
And
driver
another
there.
safety car.
It's been so unfortunate. Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably
That's-
see what happened in the chat a second, based on what's been
Yeah.
so far.
That's what I've been. I've just had the chat open the whole time, just checking and seeing what's happened. What happened between you and Mr. Greenbeast at the start? All I saw was like
I don't think we
DNF,
should speak
like,
about
few
it.
corners. Okay.
I did capture it on my POV as well.
Ah.
I spun like 2 turns in, but then recovered it, and this man like turned left going into the flat out right-hander.
Ah.
I had an appointment with Mr. Wall.
Yeah. Right, Cody's still out on tries. Also the backlight from P12 all the way back apart from Dub Z also on slick tyres. Very interesting
gone for new
mould the
mediums.
drivers. Yeah, must be not too bad for them to like keep kind of staying on pace with the rest of the guys at the moment. But we are safety car again. They're just trying to fill time. There's not much really left to talk about, apart from the, of course, all-important battle for overall constructors. As it stands, if Cody really stays in between the McLarens, and it'll all be about positions. But McLaren, with their 2 quick drivers, and also the Red Bulls not having both of their full-time drivers, especially Prodigy, I think that would hurt really for the team, because Prodigy is such a quick driver, consistent at getting the high points in.
There's still a battle
yeah.
for second in constructors as well.
Yes, that's
Alpine
good
Red
to
Bull.
draw fixes too.
At the moment,
Yeah.
I think AlphaTauri are in there as well.
Yeah, let's run through actually the overall constructors, because that's the last thing that has not been decided. The yeah, from Dubsy back quickly, Dubsy back are now on Inters, so it is getting a little bit more damp, and Inters seem to be the best tyre, but Cody is doing alright at the moment. 12 laps on those mediums since the start.
I guess you can kind of say in a way, Brazil isn't my track.
But let's have a focus on the overall constructors. We've got Red Bull currently 6.5 points ahead of McLaren. They're kind of a bit in no man's land, we could say, because Williams is a bit further behind. I can't do mental maths. McLaren on 534 points and Williams on 481. Haas will want to try and overtake Williams. Haas are on 458, so there's kind of a little bit of a battle for P3. Mercedes could potentially get involved as well. So there's all positions up and down that really could be really for bragging rights for the TPs to try and get people into their team. How they manage their team to get to this specific position. But Haas have actually done a very good time. Oh, Sonoris has left again. Let me invite him. Seems to be a few connectivity problems from some of the drivers on EA. So that is...
I've invited Sonoris.
Yeah, cool, cheers. At this point in the race, these safety cars are really helping with people with track limits.
Sonoris's PS5's turned off.
Oh god, how's that happen?
Everything's gone wrong for him this race.
From the wrong setup, and the safety car comes in as his PS is off.
This
Lovely.
restart could be dodgy because it is now into like full wet territory, and the rest of the pack past Stealth's being led by a medium runner.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not going to get good traction.
Yeah, let's have a look as Stealth Rex has now pulled the trigger and has gone. That's a very good start. You can already see the difference in how good those tyres are for the
And Chaz is up the inside.
Yeah. Cody is falling vulnerable to the intermediate drivers. A little bit of contact. Tried to go 3 wide as Side FX also tries to get past. Teo has got off again. Very unfortunate, but Chazza plays. It's got past. Simon Deff has also got past, as so has Side. Our Glasses has had a very good recovery from the start. Cody is just falling down. It obviously shows that the intermediates currently are the best tyres. Yeah, exactly. Dubsy most likely will get past as he does.
A little bit of a dive bomb there from Penny on Sonorius King.
Yeah, Sonoris.
What's their contact?
Of course, very unlucky. Currently AI. I'll try and keep a hold of chat to what's happening. Oh, he's not joining back. Okay. So Sonoris will not be joining back the race. That is good to know, so I don't need to bother inviting back. So he's basically going to be overtaken by everyone because everyone will be a lot quicker than an AI driver. So, we've got around 20 laps to go. I'll pass over to one of you boys. Have a little bit of a commentate.
And Teo pits again.
And Cody's finally in off the mediums as well. Actually, Anak was still out in the mediums.
Oh, double stack from Red Bull. Teo fixing his front wing.
If someone might be interested in keeping an eye out at the front, Simon Deff. Obviously, he's fast enough, but especially in the rain, he's got full traction control on. So there's going to be a bit of an advantage towards someone like Chazu maybe doesn't have it on. Oh, he does have it on actually, never mind.
As you guys were talking, Doubted String, his spuds has fallen down a little bit. We've got 50 drivers left. There's been a bit of chaos, to be honest, in this race. But it's a finale. We had to have a little bit of chaos.
Williams just gone off. He's hit the wall. I don't think he's got damage.
Oh, yeah. Start finish straight. We've also got someone clipping the wall. I didn't.
He just ran straight off track. He's honestly really lucky he hasn't DNF.
Yep. Who
Seems
else
to
are
be
we going to
look for the
focus?
move now.
Yeah, let's have a watch.
And Josh has drifted a bit wide.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit wide. There's also a little bit of battle going on further back. Adore Penny nearly going too wide with Arjun coming in, but thought better of it. As they come through now, this part of the track is very difficult to overtake. You really want to overtake on the straights in, of course, the start and finish straight, and also the bit down off in sector 1, that long straight there. Really overtaking options, but of course the weather is going to make it a lot more difficult. Dubsy is catching up a little bit with Arjun as Penny finally gets past the Williams driver. As the Williams goes into the pits, so that must be in the wind damage that spoke about. So that's going to be, he's going to fall right down the back around with Anak, Jawar, Teo and Cody.
L classes is pretty much all out of VRS.
Yeah, I think on this, especially with the wet. Yeah.
Over half the race to go and he's sitting in 5% DRS.
And also Stealth Rex
Yeah.
is quite low on ERS as well, only 14%.
Yeah, it's
In
important to have a
contrast,
look
Chaz
at
is sitting
this.
78% behind him. So whether that's going to come into play to decide the lead at the end.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, and this track, not very well known about keeping up with saving, like so stuff like ERS and stuff, so especially with the wets, you're not going to really be able to regain much of your battery, so
Chaz has got a 3
managing
second.
it. Yeah, managing it is important. Yeah, Chazza gets 3 seconds, that's going to kind of play a bit of a problem on what if Chazza wants to fight for Stealth Rex, but I think Stealth Rex is a bit too far ahead unless weather comes into play with another pit stopper strategies.
Oh, as Penny goes straight on, allowing Dubsy to take that position away from him.
Ooh, yes, just about
Penny goes
got
straight
that.
on, allowing Dubsy to take that away from him.
The kind of pack is kind of started to separate out a little bit. Everyone's on the same tyres. Some people are too far behind, like you've got Anak Jawar who made a pit stop after the safety car, so it's just really too far back to really challenge much, so not really getting use out of that extra bit of tyre wear, the advantage that he'll have.
Would you say Lorraine's getting a little bit lighter?
I can't really tell. What did it say on like the weather condition? Well, not weather condition, weather forecast before the race. Did it say
It was
made, like...
it was the rain all race. Probably pointed
okay.
him down, but I don't know if it was going to get lighter or not. And Simon's pit.
Yeah, Simon and Stealth's pit, so maybe you're right, Alfie, of saying it, or maybe it's just tyre wear, to be honest. What tyres
Well,
are
I
they
mean,
going to come
Brazil's
in on?
not necessarily a
Full
bad
wets.
track for tyre wear.
Simon Death has gone full wets.
It may
They
be
must be
getting
getting
harder.
heavier.
Yeah. That's going to pull real spanner in this strategy for all these other drivers.
Even if it is getting wetter, though, that's a pull strategy to pull the trigger on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got 16 laps to go. If it does get into full wets, then they're going to have such a big advantage over the Inters that the Inters are going to really struggle. And it's like, if it was like 1 or 2 laps, you could just stay out really.
Oh, yeah,
but
you can definitely see it's getting a lot heavier here on Dubsy's view. You can definitely see as he goes down the
What a move.
inside.
oh, very
Oh, yeah,
good.
it's
Still
Go back
going
up the
side by
inside.
side. Dubsy gets the place.
If
Very
he's going to hold
tidy.
it on to this main straight, it looks like he might. Has just pulled a full second out of Ariane now. And Penny's coming up behind them.
Yeah, Penny's going to really put Arjun under pressure.
a little bit, got a little bit squirmish coming out of that corner as the rain definitely seems to be getting heavier. Using a little bit of ERS, he's coming in. And the driver's coming in.
It's
It
100%
must
getting
look
wet then.
wet. Yeah. If all the
It's Chaz
drivers
is in
like
now, so
Chazzy's got in, yeah.
The
Chaz is
last of the
coming out on the
leaders is
full
Stealth.
wets. Yeah, Stealth Rex, who on the first part where the weather changed, he stayed out for quite a bit of time on the slicks before going on to inters. So maybe he's going to try that a little bit again. It's quite bold. Let's have a look at what tyres
like he's
everyone.
And also, Russ Chimp, I don't think you saw, but Penny was held up a little bit by the pit crew.
Yeah, it must have
Think
been
they double
part
stacked.
of the double stack. Yeah. So Stealth Rex, currently your leader. Your top three yet to go onto the full wets, as well as Teo. They are your only drivers on the inters, as you can see on screen.
Speaking of that, there's a
Teo
little
getting
battle
towards Penny.
between Penny and Teo.
Yes, Teo gets past.
Stealth Rex is coming in the pits.
Yeah, this will be the crossover period. Everyone's going to be wanting to. Now we're going to see if that undercut comes in play for
As
people like
Chaz
Chazza.
Yeah,
and
Chaz is coming
Simon,
onto the back straight now. And it's going to be close on the pit exit between them. You have to wonder if he loses place to Chaz, is he going to lose it to Simon Def as well? As
Yeah,
he's exiting the
Simon
pits
Def
now,
really quick.
just
Yeah,
as Chaz
Glass
is
is
coming into
deciding. Yeah. Let's see. They're
gonna be
going to be
close.
really close. Dubsy's gone past. Of course, he's
he's-
yet to pit. And Stealth Rex
is
just
just
stops
ahead.
behind. Yeah, just about using that slipstream a bit from Dubsy to gain a little bit of an advantage. But
And
Chazza
Stubbs
plays.
is sticking up
is
the
go-
inside still. But and just tucks
Yeah.
in behind.
Delta String makes the move on the AI of Sonorius. Down there at the back. Of course, all points are important. Both Haas are out, so they won't be able to contribute for P3 in the overall. Instructors. El Glass is yet to pit. Surely El Glass will be coming in now for a pit stop. And he will be, so we'll have all drivers on full wets if Dubsy and Teo come in, which they should do because the full wets look definitely like the dominant tyre now. So I think Teo has the fastest lap. So Teo will be, yeah, Teo has the fastest lap, so he'll be the one who gets
Teo
the
hits the
point
wall
for Red
spins.
Bull. Oh, I
There goes
didn't
his front
catch
wing.
that.
The commentator's curse. In full
Yeah.
effect.
Hits the wall, spins and hits the other wall to break off his whole front wing.
Oh, he's had a really rotten race, to be honest.
Is that
That
another
safety car full?
It is a safety car.
The safety car's right in front of Dubsy in the pit exit.
Oh.
Oh no. That's what happened to me. And then it
Just
broke check
can't
me.
judge it. Yeah.
Oh, and that's a drive-through for Penny.
Ooh. Let's have a look actually. Let's pay our attention a little bit to the penalties. As you say, Penny has a drive-through which cannot be served under safety car. All the other drivers on screen who have penalties have 3 seconds, apart from Cody with 6 seconds right at the back in P15 in the Red Bull. As it stands, McLaren will be your overall champions. Stealth Rex inside has made some very good ground as well. Position changes. Electroir has lost out a lot, very unlucky, as was Moz. Moz was very unlucky. El Glass has made up a lot of ground, up 9 positions. And a few other drivers making small gains. Simon Def's done very well as well. So we have 12 laps. It'll probably be around 10 for when the safety car comes in. And we'll have a bit of racing in full wet conditions. Brazil very well known for the variable weather and racing which this can cause.
Their Phil now is going to be on the same tires as everyone else, which I think for the first time since the rain's actually come down.
Yeah, kind of also being very helpful for him. You know, being very unlucky under that, I think it was the second safety car spinning on the exit when we went racing again, so it was all the way at the back and then really couldn't like try and force much of a battle. So now going to be on the same tyres. I'm pretty sure they're going to be fresher tyres. They will be, so he's going to have a little bit of an advantage on the people ahead. We've got really shaken up order. Simon Def right up there, as well as Side. We've got Zinks, who a quite new driver in the league, doing a very good job up in P5. But we are under safety car. All the we're just waiting for all the cars to bunch back up to then get back underway. I think we'll be waiting for Cody, who is coming through sector 2 now. So it may be, I think, probably one or two more laps. At this point, as a driver, you really want to be focusing about managing, making sure that you don't make very unnecessary corner cuts or like going into the back of someone, for example, or stuff like that. But what a finale race. There's been a lot of battles, a lot of incidents, a lot of drama. I can say for sure that the stewards will be having a very busy day.
The stewards are not going to have a fun time.
To be honest, we haven't had a fun time the past 2 or 3 weeks with how much has happened.
I think it's been a fun time all season, if I'm being real.
I know. Well, hopefully going into next season, which I've teased about a little bit, we have some new stuff coming in place so that hopefully we will have better driving standards that we keep on banging on about. Cool. We're still under safety car. El Glasses has fallen down. Was that a spin or something? I think he's just lost it by himself. Down now to P7. Lost a little bit. I don't know why he was trying to go a little bit side by side with Zinks. We're still under safety car. Of course, we can't pass under safety car conditions. We're still waiting for Cody, who's right at the back, 35% ERS. Don't waste your ERS to try and catch up. Hopefully catch that this lap. And we could get back under racing.
He's straining all of his battery. The second he catches up this safety car's in, he's not going to get any chance to recharge that.
Yeah, I mean, exactly, and that's...
As we do actually have a bit of drama in the chat. Cell Class is asking Ariane to give him the position back. I think Ariane actually has given him the position back.
Yeah, he has done. Very respectful. You don't really want a post-race penalty just because of that. But they've given the positions back, so that is all good. The safety car will most definitely come in this lap as Cody has caught up. Slow mode has been activated for some reason.
Oh, that was for earlier.
Yeah, I think that was
That
earlier.
was from the start of the race.
I saw there was a lot of drama going on.
I
let's
shall
see
not
how
comment
late...
on my part in it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, let's see,
Stealth Rex.
Yep, Stealth Rex is gone. That's a very good start.
As Chazza is
Not
gaining
really-
on him into turn 1.
Yeah, not really
He-
having the
he
dominance
looks to the
there.
inside, as Stealth has actually gone a bit deep. This is opening the door for Simon Def to get involved now, going through turn 2. That's that. We know Chazza likes a good setup with straight line speed, as we seen last week.
Well,
It doesn't seem to be much this
Josh
week.
might be trying to overtake
Ooh.
Teo here.
We're going to focus on what's happening out front. Simon Def looks to have some very good straight line speed, especially in the
Oh,
slipstream
and the
of
switchback
Chazza.
from side.
Oh,
What a move.
very clever
That
stuff.
was
from-
glorious.
Yeah, exactly. Zink saying, great race for me if I finish here. I mean, indeed. I mean, having a very good race so far. P5, that is a very good result, as is Simon Def. Simon Def really has done a very good race. Bit unfortunate to lose out from side, but what a battle he's having. Been very unlucky in a few races this season, but he's done well to get up there in P4. Stealth Rex again just manages to make a margin. Already the gap 1.2 to Chazza Plays. And of course Chazza Plays...
So maybe
Simon
looking to
has
send it down the
dive
inside
bomb
here.
inside.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a bit of contact. It almost looked like side may or may not have left no space, but we can't say for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as commentators, we don't really know what is going on in cockpit. Of
Simon
course, we
is
can't
coming
cover
back
everything.
at him.
Yeah, he's going to have a good run here, coming down with the slipstream with the toe a little bit. Looks kind of at the inside. He goes very aggressive to take the kind of inside and apex of the corners. Really
Ev-
cutting in suddenly.
Every second these two are spending fighting is just going to be more time for Stealth to pull away at the front.
Whilst you were saying
Yeah,
That gap's just going to get
Teo
bigger
had a
and bigger.
little moment.
Yeah, Toe's just been incredibly unlucky this race, as is like Penny has fallen back a lot, and Doubted String. He had a very good race up till the safety car. Beside is going to be gaining on Chazza Plays, who of course he's still 2 seconds back, so in around 2 laps. As there's a little bit of contact, a little bit of wheel banging.
Has Simon just dive bombed?
Yeah. Yeah, Simon
came
Def
from
not
seemingly
really
nowhere.
leaving enough space. Yeah, he didn't leave enough space. A little bit of wheel banging. Just really pushing off.
Hold on, here
But there's going to be a
comes
battle that goes
Teo
side
again.
by side.
On side
And-
is on the inside again. And once
Yes.
again, that's another lovely move. There's Simon
still gonna
is keeping it
fight
up
it,
the
yeah.
inside.
Wow, incredible stuff. 3-second penalty, getting a little bit squirrely and getting the
El
track
Glass
limits. Thank you for updating further back. We're going to focus on the front. There's
Oh,
still
this is
going
go-
side by side coming
this
through
is
corners.
really close.
Incredible.
And now Zinks is getting involved. Look at the possible
Yeah, all
freeway
this
battle.
fighting. Yeah, it's going to...
Oh, this
bring
fighting's
in
good for the stream.
drivers.
It's not going to be good for the drivers themselves.
Yeah. The driver's going to be stressing about. But it's all good content for you guys to watch. Thank you all for tuning in. We're getting some people who are now getting some penalties up and down the field. Of course, very difficult with track limits, especially in conditions like this. Simon Def, not a lot of ERS. Side is going to try and defend a little
Oh,
bit.
Simon is off the
Down
inside
the
again.
side. Yeah, Simon goes down the inside, giving more room
Oh,
to sides
contact.
that time.
Oh, he's gone off.
Oh yeah,
It's-
and that's
Ace came
Teo
back
thing
on
off.
mid-contact with side.
Yeah, that's Teo off, hit the wall. I don't know whether there was any damage.
No, he didn't.
There.
He didn't hit the wall. He managed to save it.
Oh, that was very good driving then. Side still so close to Simon, who's now 5 seconds back. So really all this battling is just separating Chazza more from them, and also allows Stealth Rex to keep building that gap. The gap now 2.4.
Teo side by
6
side.
laps to go.
El Glasses leaves Teo no room whatsoever.
In this
Yeah,
battle at the
of
front,
course.
it's almost Hamilton Verstappen-esque from 2021. They're just going hard at
Can you
it.
imagine that controversy of a season?
Controversy, contact, and all-out racing.
Yeah. Side effects got a very good run here. The gap now 2/10. I think Simon had a little bit of a better exit.
Simon has no ERS left going down the straight.
As a side, I mean, they're both using it to try and stay with each other, but Simon doing really well. You see a few drivers further back pitting of El Glasses and Cody.
What
Let's
is
have a watch
interesting
of this.
digging the count
Teo
is
overtakes
Simon
Stubbsy.
does actually have a pen.
Yeah, exactly. And if all side needs to do really is to just stay with him, and not get a penalty. Don't be reckless. But we're also going to get Zinks, who's going to
Zinks is very
try
close.
and
He does also have a
Right.
penalty.
Yeah, I mean, really, all the drivers want is to have the position on track. Of course, what's set in stone at the end of this race will not necessarily be set in stone from stewards and everything like that. Teo is having a little bit of a battle with Anak Jawar. Anak Jawar being a little bit screwy coming out of that corner, and Teo has got the move done up to 7th position.
Aside is going to get a much better run out of the final corner this time round. It's just under 210, so I think he had a bit of a moment.
Yeah, using a lot of the RS, but Simon's straight line speed on the setup is really helping coming down the straights, and that's really where you want to be making the moves. You want to make the move on the straight. You don't want to go for a move in a corner as they come down to the straight. Of course, side is going to have, well, no DRS because of the weather, and that's Teo off.
Oh,
I don't know whether there was contact.
is that going to bring out a safety car? It has
I
brought out a
missed
safety
that.
car. That is
Be.
lit.
I missed it. I don't know what happened.
Teo being, I think, either got touched or just really spun by himself, but into the pit wall. And that is another, I think, 4th safety car in this race. We're going to
More
have
importantly this time, though,
roughly...
The penalties are going to have a huge impact. Because we're only going to get about
Yes.
2-3 laps of racing. There's not going to be enough time to pull out a gap. Especially for someone like Anak, who's got 6 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, exactly. That reminds me. Let's show you guys on stream the penalties that the drivers have. And
Oh,
with
Teo
6
did
seconds.
say that he spun.
Hey, span. Cool. Lovely. So there's no contact involved there. That is good to know. 6-second penalties for both Anak Chawar and Josh TG or Amber, whatever. Really, he's using another account today. Down to string
that
with
who that
5-second
is?
penalty. Yeah.
I thought it was
Cody with
reserved.
9 seconds. No, yeah, this got to see it a few races ago, I think. But yeah, the rest of the drivers on the screen that have penalties have 3-second penalties. The only drivers who don't have a penalty, I don't know what's happened. Why is Sonorius past loads of people? Oh, they've come
He's in
into
AI
pits.
mode.
Yeah, some drivers have come into the inters, so maybe the rain is getting a little bit lighter.
Same
course, it's
time
only
though,
gonna
it
be
seems
2
like
laps.
it's drivers who don't really have much to lose.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you have nothing to lose, you just go for it. You have like 2 laps of racing, hopefully. Hopefully, if they keep it clean.
Cody is not. I don't think Cody will catch up to the safety car. He has a lap and a half to do it.
Yeah, I mean the safety car will just come in because we have to have a lap racing. We can't finish the race under a safety car. But the only drivers who don't have a penalty is Stealth Rex and Sonorius, who is AI, and Side Effects. So the McLarens are really going to benefit from this. Especially, like as you said, the drivers won't be able to pull gaps. So all these drivers with 3-second penalties
they're just not going to be able to have anything to. They're not going to be able to help themselves really. Just really hope that the others will get penalties, which, as it stands, they don't have penalties, and they have like what, 2 laps to, or 1 lap to get a penalty. And really, I think the drivers will just be trying to bring it home instead of really pushing too much, unless they're forced into a battle. But yeah, currently the order is a bit mixed up from what you would expect from like the start of the race and the drivers who are driving.
I mean, Zinks for his first race as a reserve is doing quite well. Up in
Yeah,
P5.
definitely a contender for driver of the day, which is something we will have to think about. I'll let each of this is quite a cool thing. Let's let each of us choose someone for driver of the day on the final lap. Well, post race or whatever. That'd be quite cool. Or we could discuss it now as we're under safety car. I would say Simon Deff's had a good race. He's got a lot of pace, really shown how mature of a driver he is, and yeah, up at P3, podium position. It's been a very good race. What about
I'd be going for Side.
Yeah,
it's like
Side's
coming
had a
from
good
P9,
race.
it just sums up his championship this year. But season.
Exactly. Such a good, competent driver.
Especially
Healthy,
some of
quick.
the moves he's pulled off there were just majestic.
Yeah, exactly. But Stealth Rex has pulled the trigger. We've got 2 laps of racing. And a little
Simon's
bit unlucky.
Simon actually
Yeah,
jumped Chaz before the
Simon.
line.
Yeah, so we had to give that position back a little bit too eager. Sidorius and Amber falling back. Scales up and down the field. We're going to focus on what's happening at the front. Yeah, I think that was Doughty's string falling down and Dubsy.
Glasson, that's 4 cars have gone off.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's just that pack of 4 at the back, or 3. Pack of 3 at the back. But Stealth Rex has once again pulled 6/10, or 5/10 now gap. Again, just showing how quick of a driver, potentially someone next season who will potentially fight for the championship. And Actuar gets past Arjun in the Mercedes. As Sideman Tays P4 as he looks. Only 1/10 roughly the gap between Simon as we go on to the final lap of this race. Simon's going to try and use... Yeah, his straight line speed is immense. It's like no one can catch up, even when they're in the tow. Yeah, go on.
It's literally, it's the same sort of thing that Chaza had last week.
Yeah, exactly.
In France, his straight line speed was a joke. Like, it was mental.
Yeah, exactly. But you also have to have a competent driver behind that wheel to be able to manage that type of a car, and Simon is doing very well at the moment.
As he goes deep, commentators curse again.
I should
as
just
he rejoins,
stop
and almost he looks like he's sent side to a wider line there. There's a sort of question where it's an unsafe rejoin.
Yeah.
Anak on the inters up in P5.
Yeah, those inters kind of, I don't know whether they're the best tyre or not, but he's managing to stay with all of the rest of the drivers. Zink's now down in P6. But coming through the final corner, your winner will be Stealth Rex as he crosses the line to win the finale of Season 9. As Side
That's a 1-2 from
makes
McLaren.
it a 1-2. And that seals the overall Constructors' Championship for the McLaren team. What a team Teo has built. Chazza plays in P3, makes me very happy as Aston TP.
to get the final position on that podium. But what a race.
For my
from the
driver
drivers.
of the day, I'm gonna have to go with Stealth Rex. He held on to that position with ease.
I mean, he is such a dominant driver today, really, like from leading, from pole, just from that, just effortless. But that makes it McLaren 1-2. McLaren are champions. Thank you guys for watching along with us. Your standings are on the screen as shown now. Stealth Rex as side 1-2, Chazza Plays P3, finishing off the podium. Then Simon Def P4, very good race. Zinx P5, and Actuar P6, Penny P7, Sonorius P8, Argent P9, Amber P10, Glasses in P11, Dubsy P12, Doubted String P13, Cody in P14, and all the drivers below were DNF'd and out of the race. But thank you guys for tuning in to our finale. McLaren are your champions. Both Tier 2 constructors and overall constructors. Side FX, your Tier 2 champion, just showing what quality of a driver he is.
Red Bull sealed P2 and the constructors for Tier 2 as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Red Bull really been unhinged with how the fact that Prodigy hasn't been able to turn up. There's been a lot of IRL stuff that we know about. We wish him well. But Teo gets the fastest lap. And that will do it for us. Thank you for tuning in to Season 9. Keep a watch out on socials for anything that we plan to do in the break and with transferring onto the new game. But thank you guys for joining along with us, and we will hopefully you guys will stick with us and join us for the new game for Season 10 of Par. We will see you then. Thank you for watching.